Hi, yogis. Hope this finds you happy, healthy, and that you're having a good time. I really wanted to keep going on my little book. I know you guys are on the edges of your blankets, just anticipating what the next lesson is, or rule is, I should say. So we are on rule number 7. This one I find is really appropriate for these times right now because it has something to do with others. And rule number 7 is this: others are only mirrors of you. You cannot love or hate something about another person unless it reflects something you love or hate about yourself. Interesting thought, isn't it? Especially with Black Lives Matter. It's just interesting watching others and watching yourself. So the first time you meet someone, in the first moment, you form an impression in your mind of that person. You decide within the first 4 minutes what you like and don't like. These decisions are based on details that your senses tell you, such as the person's eye color or cologne scent, or on past experiences stored in your memory bank that you associate with this person. Your reaction to other people, however, are really just barometers for how you perceive yourself. Your reactions to others say more about you than they do about others. You cannot really love or hate something about another person unless it reflects something you love or hate about yourself. We are usually drawn to those who we are most like and tend to dislike those who display those aspects of ourselves that we dislike. We view others through the grid of our past experiences, feelings, and thoughts. Usually we convince ourselves that our perceptions of them are objective and disconnected to any of our own issues. Consider, however, approaching your life as if other people were mirroring back to you important information. If you accept this premise, then each encounter reflects back to you an opportunity to explore your relationship to yourself and to learn. Remember about how everything's all about learning lessons. Assume for a moment that the qualities you admire in others, their strengths, abilities, and positive attributes, are really characteristics you have already embraced within yourself. You can therefore allow them to illuminate more clearly your own feelings of self-worth. Conversely, you can view the people you judge negatively as gifts presented to show you what you are not accepting about yourself. Imagine that every time you are angered, hurt, or irritated by another, you are actually being given the opportunity to heal past incidents of anger, hurt, or irritation. Perhaps viewing weakness in others is an opportunity to extend the loving arm of compassion to them. Or it could be the perfect moment to heal the unconscious judgment you have secretly harbored against yourself. When you approach life in this manner, those with whom you have the greatest grievances, as well as those you admire and love, can be seen as mirrors, guiding you to discover parts of yourself that you reject and to embrace your greatest qualities. So to shift your perspective radically from judgment of other or outer to a lifelong exploration of self or inner is the real challenge of Rule 7. Your task is to assess all the decisions, judgments, and projections you make onto others and to begin to view them as clues to how you can heal yourself and become whole. Wise words. So please close your eyes. Just turn within. Turn to your breath. And slow your breath down a bit. I've found in my life that my kids are really good mirrors for me. Sometimes my husband, sometimes my friends. Sometimes just acquaintances. I can learn more about myself just by interacting with others. Just bring hands to heart center. And just tuck your chin, bow your head towards your heart. May we all remember that each person we encounter has a soul, can reflect back to us things that we need to know about ourselves. May we truly appreciate the grace that lives within every soul, and it's all around us. Lower your hands, open your eyes. We're going to start an all fours position. So come to all fours. Make sure you're mindfully placing your hands under your shoulders, knees under hips. Engage the core, extend the right leg and the left arm. Hold it for 5 breaths. So every exhale, think I'm going to lengthen. Every inhale, feel your core supporting you on all sides. Two more breaths. Lower down. Good. Switch sides. Left leg, right arm, 5 breaths. Inhale, think connection. Exhale, perhaps lengthen. On your exhale, lower the hand, lower the knee. Slide into cow pose. And with your breath, round to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And then find a flat back. Bring your hands forward. Claw the floor. Lift your knees. Slide into downward facing dog. I want the sits bones reaching up, so I have the curve. I want to draw the shoulders on the back more. Armpits hollow. And stretch through the heels. So today I thought we'd do a vinyasa flow. Since last week we did just the poses. This week I'm going to have you do a flow class. Good, lower to your knees. Stretch the heel or the feet long. Sit on the heels. Just a little quad stretch. Press the tops of your feet down and your toes. So I like Vinyasa Flow. I like just doing the poses. But it seems like if you can connect with your breath more with the flow, then it feels better to me. Good, come forward up on your knees. Curl your toes under. Don't scoop your tailbone, but get your upper thighs back and then lengthen up through the top of the head. Think long side body, head of the arm bones back. Keep the thighs back, the spine long, the whole rib cage on the back. Reach back with your right hand, find your right heel. And maybe stretch the left arm up. I keep looking forward. Try not to scoop the tailbone and get really clingy right here. You can support with the right underneath the butt, right there. Good, come on up. Switch sides. Reach back with the left. Extend the right arm. Again, just notice if you're trying to scoop the tailbone and use the butt muscles underneath more than right in there. Try and relax around the sacrum. Good, and come on up. Now keep the toes curled under. Sit back on the heels again, just for a little foot stretch. You can massage the soles of your feet if you'd like. And then make your way back to a downward facing dog. Step your feet up to your hands, forward fold. Tapping into your breath, feel all parts of your feet connected. Tapping into your breath. On an inhale, pranam. And on an exhale, fold. Inhale, pranam again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're just going to get a little flow here going. So inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, twist to your right, extend the arms out. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left, arms out. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bend the knees, sit back to Utkatasana. Take one more breath. Again, think I'm going to support low butt, not right at the sacrum, so I don't scoop my tailbone. I feel the shoulder blades on the back. I might have to bend my elbows here to even feel that more. Inhale, straighten the legs, stand up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back, downward facing dog. Just take your time, setting the down dog up, all the principles that you know. And then inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower. Now 3 times cobra. Inhale, lift to cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift, shoulders on the back. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Curl the toes. On the inhale, push back, downward facing dog. One more breath there. Inhale, step your feet to your hands and pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep again. Exhale, Utkatasana. Support yourself by drawing the ribs towards each other. Sit a little deeper. On your next inhale, stand up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back. And lift to crescent warrior. Stay for 2 more breaths. Inhale, feel that hips square. The glute supporting you. And on your next exhale, please touch the right hand down. Touch the left hand up towards the sky. Deep lunge twist. And please touch down. Step back on the inhale to downward facing dog. One more breath. And on the next inhale, come forward to plank. Lower to the mat. Inhale to cobra. Or you can, some of you might want to do up dog, that's your choice. Downward facing dog. On your next inhale, extend your right leg. And exhale, step it through, deep lunge. Inhale, make your way to crescent warrior. Support right below the butt there, more than right at the butt. Keep the hips square. One more breath. Touch the left hand down, stretch the right arm up. Deep lunge twist. On your next exhale, touch the hand down. Inhale, step forward and pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, Utkatasana. Stay for a breath. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, touch down. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left foot back. Bring the right hand to the inside. Walk the right foot out. Turn the toes out. Make sure you're using all four corners of your foot. You can widen the knee, but don't get sloppy with it. So just think widen. And possibly, with the hips stay lifted, you might come down to your forearms. Just feel that stretch, inner thigh. You can use blocks here as well. That's better for you, or you can stay up on your hands. It really is your choice. Stay for a couple more breaths. Good, come back up onto your hands. Lower the back knee. Walk your right foot back in. And you're gonna have to back your hips off a little bit. Bend your left knee. Reach back, see if you can find the left foot with your right hand. And then bend a little bit deeper. Hug the heel and the knee towards each other. And you get a little quad stretch. You can, if it's not enough stretch for you, sorry, my hair's in my mouth, you can always lower down to your elbow. Just be careful with your shoulder. Hug. Good, release the foot. Lower the left foot. Lift the back knee, step back, downward facing dog. And it's going to be a little bit easier to get into the other side. So on the inhale, lift the left leg. And on the exhale, step it to the outside of your left hand. Make sure the kneecap and toes point the same direction. Hips stay lifted, possibly lower. And the forearms. Stay strong through your left foot. Remember, you can use blocks or stay up on your hands too. Your choice. Let your head relax. One more breath. Come back up on your hands. Lower the back knee. Walk the foot back to the center. Bend the right knee, find the right foot with the left hand. You can come up on blocks if you need more height. Hug the knee and the heel towards each other. Left shoulder stays on the back, possibly lower if that feels like a good stretch for you. Quad stretch. Couple breaths. Good, release that foot. Make your way back up to a deep lunge. On the inhale, step forward and pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. We're gonna keep going. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, Utkatasana. Inhale, think long spine. Exhale, hands to heart center and twist to your right. Pause there. Don't let one knee get in front of the other. They stay equal. You lengthen, shoulder blades on the back. Good, and then come back to center, straighten the legs, touch down. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back. Ground the back foot down on the exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms, warrior two position. And just kind of check in. Am I really using the back foot? Use your breath as the gauge. This is Vinyasa flow, so just feel the evolution of the pose with your breath. On your next inhale, sweep the right arm down, left arm back. Reverse warrior. 2 more breaths. Back to warrior two on the exhale. Left elbow to the knee. Right arm up and maybe over. Stay there for a couple breaths. And then just kind of bring the right hand to the hip first. Reach the left hand to the floor or a block. Step the right foot in. I should have told you to have a block handy. Lift the back leg to Ardha Chandrasana. We're using a block. It's a little bit easier. If not, just keep the hands on the floor. You're trying to stack the right hip on top of the left. And just think, this hip right there has to stay strong. And also right there. Flex the top foot. Bend the left knee, slide the hand back as you slide your foot back. And then turn the back heel up, touch down to do a deep lunge, and step back downward facing dog. On your next inhale, come to plank. Exhale to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Downward facing dog. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, step it through, deep lunge. Ground the back foot down. Windmill up, warrior two. Take your time, just really appreciating the flow of the pose as you breathe. On your next inhale, reverse it. Stay for 2 more breaths. Think shoulders on the back. Elbow to the knee, left arm up and over, Parsvakonasana. Monitoring your breath. On your exhale, bring your left hand to your hip. Slide your right hand down to either to a block or to the mat. Step your left foot forward. Slide your right hand up and lift Ardha Chandrasana. Try and stack the left hip on top of the right. Lengthen your spine. Use your core muscles. Flex the left foot. You can keep a little baby bend in the right knee if that helps you. You decide. You can even bend both knees if that helps you. You decide. And then bending the right knee, walk the right hand back, step the left foot down. Good. Inhale. Come back up to to warrior two. Exhale, touch down, turn the heel up. Deep lunge. Inhale, step forward and pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause for breath. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Just checking in every breath. It changes things, softens things. Maybe helps you to feel something different. Good. Open your eyes. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees to Utkatasana, hands to heart center. Inhale, twist to your left. You never thought we'd even that out, did you? Make sure your knees are staying the same distance. Shoulder blades on the back. One more breath. And exhale, come back to center, touch down, straighten the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Please step the left foot back to deep lunge. Inhale, come up to crescent warrior. Exhale, hands to heart center and lean forward a bit. It's almost like you're drawing your right hip crease back and thinking, I'm going to try and lay my belly there, but draw the belly away from the leg. Good. Bend into the knee, step the left foot forward a little bit. And inhale, lift. Now this is what you can do. You can bring your hands to your knee and then lift. That'll help you stay. Or hands to heart center. Or if you're really feeling strong, extend the arms. Good. Hands to heart center. Touch down. You might have to take several steps back. Stretch up, warrior one, crescent warrior. And on your next exhale, touch down. Inhale, step back, downward facing dog. Exhale, feel connection. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Downward facing dog. One more breath. Inhale, lift the left leg. Step it through, deep lunge. Inhale, crescent warrior. Squeeze right below, right here. Try not to scoop the tail, but feel super strong. On your next exhale, bring hands to heart center and lean forward. Think left hip crease stays back. Maybe step the right foot up a little bit. You can bring the hands to the front thigh if you want to, or just practice lifting the back leg, drawing the belly away from the thigh. Lengthening. It's hard for me to look and do this pose at the same time, so I'm just going to use my hand on my leg. And slowly touch it back. Inhale, crescent warrior. Exhale, touch down. Inhale, step forward, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keeping going. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back, deep lunge. Exhale, left foot back, deep lunge. Downward facing dog. Okay, now we're going to Vasisthasana. So there's several ways to do this. You can lower the left knee and just turn like this. You can step the right foot, turn to the little toe side, and open like that. Or you can swivel both feet and open up, or even stack. I want you to keep the hips square. Don't let the hips open. Keep the hips square to the front. Think shoulders on the back. Lengthen your spine. Try and stay for 2 more breaths if you can. Notice my left hand's in front of my left shoulder. Squeeze your glutes even here. And on the exhale, touch down. Lower your knees. Sit back, child's pose. Come up to downward facing dog. You really want to get into the Vasisthasana that's right for you, because you want to stay for those breaths. So if that's lowering the right knee and just doing it like that, it's perfect. If it's stepping, pressing into this foot to keep your hips lifted, perfect. So you decide. So go ahead and enter. And when you get there, think, I want to keep the hips square. I want to lengthen, and I want to stay for 3 complete breaths. And on your exhale, touch down, lower the knees, and enjoy child's pose. Even when the pose is just pose of a child, you feel the movement of the breath and the movement even in that pose. lift on up to a downward facing dog. Inhale, come to plank. You can always lower your knees if you're getting tired. Lower to the mat. Cobra on the inhale. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Pranam with your breath. So inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pranam again. Exhale, fold. Turn your toes out and come down to a deep squat. Bring the hands behind you. Make your way to a seated position. I'm going to move forward a little bit so you can see better. Extend your legs. Bend your right knee and either place it right in front of the sits bone, or if you want a little more stretch in the hip, you can bring it to the left side, but I want you to feel like that foot's grounded and both your sits bones are grounded. So sometimes this is a little easier and a little better, so totally up to you. Bring your right hand behind you to support you. Stretch your left arm up and think, I'm going to use my core muscles to twist. And then whatever amount I twist, I can either hug the knee with my elbow or bring it to the outside, the elbow to the outside of the knee. And just use your breath as your guide. So think, I'm going to not scoop the tailbone. I'm going to keep a little curve, but I am going to draw the shoulders on the back and lengthen my spine. Allow myself to twist. Slowly turn your head back to the left. Tuck your chin a little bit. Look over your shoulder. And then please unwind. Just allow that ankle to stretch over the thigh. Bring your fingertips behind you, lean back, bend the knee. Now what happens to me here is I feel like I'm rounding my back, so I have to think, okay, I'm gonna really engage my core and try and keep a curve in the low back. It really deepens the stretch, but feels like a good stretch. And then maybe you can bring the elbow crease around the ball of the foot and grab hold and straighten the bottom leg. And just kind of move that femur joint around. It's the hip socket, ball and socket. Just move it around. Good, and then grabbing a hold of the foot and the knee, widen that, come to a Janu Shirshasana position. We're gonna do kind of what we did last week. I want you to feel like you're grounded down through both sits bones. You're gonna turn and twist towards your bent knee. Kneecap and toes on this foot stay grounded. Reach your left hand to your right knee. And then just lean back towards your left leg. Actually do this. Bring your right hand behind you and either bring it on your thigh or on your back. That way you won't be tempted to reach across. Think shoulders on the back, and then just lean back a little bit. Then if you want to shift the left hand to the other side, you can. Good, and then come on back up. Oh, that felt good. And then just right in the middle of this angle of your legs, you're just gonna fold forward. So just walk your hands out like they're down dog hands, so they're supportive. You don't wanna round your low back here. It's really easy to do. You wanna keep thinking hip creases stay back. I'm drawing the belly up, the rib cage back, and then when I fold, I can round the upper back a little bit, but it feels safe. Stay for 3 more breaths. Lots of love from Artie right now. Slowly walk your hands back up and stretch that right leg out. You helping me, Artie? Good. Bend your left knee now and either bring it right in front of the sit bones or across. Left hand supports you. Extend the right arm up. Just move with your breath to twist. Your breath lead the way. I have to tell myself, rib cage stays connected. And once you feel like you're fully twisted, then turn your head back. Look over your right shoulder. Maybe tuck your chin a bit. Stretch the back of your neck. And please unwind. Bring the ankle or maybe the low shin on your thigh. Fingertips behind you, lean back. Oh, there's that hip again. Think, okay, I'm not gonna round my low back, I'm just gonna lengthen and stretch out the hamstrings. Maybe wrap or just hold. Extend the bottom leg. And just think of just kind of oiling that hip joint. And then holding the foot, bring that leg off for Janu Shirshasana and turn like this. You can see a little better. And just see, does it feel like I'm on both sits bones? I'm grounded. This leg, this heel's pressing down, kneecaps up, and then just twist and face the bent knee. In this case, your left knee. Reach your left or your right hand to the left knee. Now this may or may not work for you. I like to wrap my other arm around and grab my thigh or just place it on the back. And then think, I'm gonna try and lay my backbone on my leg. I'm just gonna lean back a little bit. Feel a stretch in your shoulder. Feel a connection in your core. And then try and maintain that. Maybe move the elbow to the floor or on top, or maybe just your hand. So but whatever works for you. One more breath. And come on back up. Good, now we're just gonna fold forward right in the middle of this angle. Keep sits bones grounded, spine nice and long. Do not round the low back. And fold forward. I always have to think sits bones back, heels grounded, especially that right heel, spine long, rib cage on the back, but then it's okay if I round my upper back and let my head fall. Not fall, but relax. That's a better word. Stay for 3 more breaths. Just following the breath in and out. And then please come on back up. Stretch your legs out, see how they're feeling. Bend your knees, bring the feet flat. You can hang on behind the thighs or extend the legs. On the inhale, come to boat pose. You don't have to straighten the legs all the way if that's not good for you. Stay for 2 more breaths. You can do it. Slowly bring the feet back down. Transition to your backs. Usually have a block handy. Hopefully you do. I'll give you a minute if you don't. And just bring a block between the upper thighs. So feet are right under knees, block between upper thighs. Hands by your hips. Shoulders kind of underneath you, and then just squeeze the block and lift the hips. And just notice, sometimes I have a tendency to grip right around the sacrum here. And I want to actually activate here. It's like what we've been talking about. So think, squeeze the block, it kind of helps you activate there. Kind of allows your heart to be more open. Squeeze, lift, squeeze. One more breath. Squeeze. And lower down. Remove the block. And bring your right foot up. And see if you can grab the foot or the shin. I want you to think this hip crease moves forward. I'm going to grab my foot because my hamstrings are open. You can keep this knee bent actually. If you can reach the foot with the knee bent, then that's great. But I'm going to try and add a little curve to the low back here. Now if I can still keep that and extend the leg, you can do that as well. You can do this with a belt too. If you have a belt handy, that would be great. And then release it, hug the knee in. Bring your right arm out to the side and just twist over so you're on your left hip. Your right knee comes down. We've done this before. You can bring your foot on your thigh if that helps. And if it's better to bend both knees, then do that too. what feels best for your body. Turn your gaze to the right. Come back to center. Bring both feet flat. Lift the left foot up. See if you can grab the foot. If not, shin or thighs or calf is fine. See about straightening into it. See, think this hip crease stays back and your spine's long. Draw the belly button towards the spine a little bit, just to draw the belly in, and maybe extend the leg. Three breaths. So allow that to stretch back out. And then release the foot, hug the knee in. Right hand comes to the top of the knee, left hand to cactus. Just roll to your right hip, left shoulder stays down. If it's better to bend both knees, please do. And shift your gaze to the left. And then coming back to center, bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open wide. Butterfly. Couldn't remember when I started, so I had to see how long we've been going. That's why you saw my face really big there for a second. So allow your hands to come on your belly. And then bringing the knees, I'm just going to help my knees up. Bring the feet wide. And let the knees support each other in the middle. And then bringing the arms back to cactus, just do a little windshield wiper, whatever variation you like. So if you're going with both knees or one knee at a time. And as fast or as slow as you like to, just kind of make it a calming practice, not as go as far as you can, just like a movement with the breath, but just a calming movement. And when you feel evened out, bring the knees up and go ahead and slide into Shavasana position. When you find comfortable position, I always tell people to lay on their backs and slide their shoulders underneath, but for some people that just isn't comfortable, so you have to know what's comfortable for you. If laying on your side is better, then do it. The whole idea is to take the time to relax completely And since we've been moving with the breath, I want you to especially take the time now to notice your breath and to really release with each exhalation. So do a little body scan. Start with your head, maybe your scalp. See if you can just release any tension there. Your ears, your eyes, your jaw. Think of relaxing your teeth even. And just working down through the neck and shoulders, arms, hands, chest, belly, hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, feet. Staying with your breath. Just scan one more time the whole body, allowing your breath to help you release and relax. float back to the present. Just feeling the breath move in and out. When you're ready to move, please start to wiggle, stretch. Please draw your knees in towards your chest and roll to the right side. Rest there momentarily. And push on up to seated. You're good and ready. So many different perspectives from so many different people. Depends on their culture, their upbringing, their attitude, where they live. So many different things that make people have the belief systems that they do. They're good mirrors for you. Everyone you meet is a good mirror. Just wanted to close with Marianne Williamson. She says, "My ego will always tell me that other people are the problem. It tempts me to blame, to judge, and to withhold forgiveness. Yet I realize that its main target is me. It would encase me in a shroud of fear. Today I refuse to blame anyone. No matter what judgment arises in my mind, I ask Spirit to reveal to me another interpretation of events. For what is not love is a call for love. And today I choose to see that in everyone. Thus shall I forge the miracle worker's insight and the miracle worker's power." Amen. Love that. Please bring hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you guys for practicing with me, even though I know you're not there right now. I know you will be, and we'll all be together practicing next week. So thanks a lot. Have a great week.